And breathe. Wrexham have picked up another win in the Championship on the road. It's beginning to feel like, can we play away every week if we're going to put in performances like that? So much to celebrate, a little bit to worry about, but overall, 3 points on the board, a massive leap in confidence, and a great team performance. Welcome to my reaction of Norwich City 2, Wrexham 3. And welcome along to AVFTS Wrexham. I hope you're well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whenever you're watching this video. Make sure you're liking the video. Can we get a massive 100 likes for this big away win today? And can you subscribe to the channel and turn your notification bells on and get in the comments and let me know your thoughts on today. The positives. Let's get right into it. First and foremost, a massive 3 points on the board away from home. That's two really gutsy performances now at the Den when we beat Millwall and now at Carrow Road where we beat Norwich City. And if you watch my match preview, I actually said I quite fancied Wrexham to do the job here today because Norwich have yet to pick up a win at Carrow Road, and that now continues here today. Second of all, some incredible starting debuts. Issa Kabore, Ben Sheaf, take a bow. Unbelievable starting debuts from those two today. And I'm going to talk about Josh Windass. We've missed this guy massively. Since he went off injured against West Brom in the second game of the season, he has been the linchpin, the link man. He wore the captain armband today, and we're going to get into him. But we have to talk about that. For me, he made some changes, some bold changes, Phil Parkinson, today. First and foremost, he dropped Connor Cody, he dropped Matty James, he then changed the wing backs around, kept McLean on the bench, who a lot of people thought would start today, and the likes of Broadhead didn't even feature. This is where Wrexham's squad depth is massive. Instead, he brings in Dom Hyman for a bit of pace instead of Connor Cody, and he brings in Ben Sheaf, as I said, for Matty James for a bit more legs in there. And what a difference that made. What a difference that made. Big chances, though, big opportunities still happened in that first half, and Wrexham will learn from this again about their clinical edge. First and foremost, we've had Lewis O'Brien had an incredible free kick, and it was a top save from their goalkeeper, who, by the way, had an excellent game for the home side today. Josh Windass also rattled the post in the first half from a well-worked goal. But the big chance for me was that Kiefer Moore one. Kiefer Moore was obviously played through a lovely through ball from Lewis O'Brien. He had 2 or 3 yards on the defender, but couldn't get the acceleration or pace to get away. Cuts back, does the defender, but ends up slipping in front of goal and wasting his chance. And that was a key moment in the game where Kiefer Moore had to be sharper in front of goal. And Kiefer Moore's been excellent this season. No doubt about it, Kiefer Moore's been excellent. But that moment there was a key one, and I thought, God, Wrexham might rue to regret that. And in all seriousness, I thought Wrexham dominated that first half. And the one period of time was where Wrexham conceded their goal. One long ball over the top, which Norwich had threatened a few minutes before, and that was cut out by Dom Hyman. Another through ball where the whole team shape was out of depth. Ben Sheaf and Dobson both sat off the ball player who had the ball for the assist. For some reason, Dom Hyman charges out of the middle. Callum Doyle then sort of follows him, and Max Cleworth stays massively deep, playing everyone on side, leaves the whole Wrexham team confused as a through ball's played in, and he has an easy finish. People were trying to crash in on Arthur on that goal. Absolutely not his fault. It was all about the defensive three in Hyman, Doyle, and Cleworth. They were all over the place in terms of their back line there, and Wrexham got punished. And going down 1-0 at the break, it felt a little bit unjust. That second half, though, what a way to respond. And Issa Kabore on his debut with 2 assists. And in the first half, that pattern was very clear. Everything through Wrexham was coming down their right-hand side. When O'Brien and Windass could get the ball, they were looking to push it out to Issa Kabore. And he did really well. But that moment of quality came. Ball out wide to Issa Kabore. He plays a brilliant, unbelievable deep line cross into Windass, who was free in the box to drill it in and home. And it was all about that assist and a great clinical finish from Windass. And then 7 minutes later, Wrexham respond again. That man, Issa Kabore, Windass plays the ball out wide to, Ben Sheaf plays the ball out wide to him. Kabore with a great cutback ball to find the other wing back, Longman, who drills it into the bottom corner. Wing back to wing back is something that Phil Parkinson will love. Seeing one wing back get forward and cross the ball for the other arriving on it is a manager's dream. And if you want to give positives, that is one. Seeing the two wing backs combined for a goal and assist is a manager's dream. And it was a really well taken goal. But can we talk about the third goal? I've said this in my watch along, I'm going to say it again. If Josh Windass had scored that in the Premier League, this goal would have been clipped up, gone viral. People would have been absolutely singing, waxing lyrical about it. Windass on the left-hand side of the box, step over, cuts in, bends it into the far right-hand corner. No goalkeeper can save that. This is where these excellent players that Wrexham have signed in the transfer window are going to show their value. This is the difference between your League One and League Two players and then your Championship and Premier League standard. Moments of magic like that. Pulling Wrexham into that 2-goal cushion with a finish like that from Windass proved vital. But as always for Wrexham, being 3-1 up never felt comfortable. And this is my one worry. We have to avoid this again going forward in future games. I didn't feel comfortable. My chat didn't feel comfortable. I don't think Phil Parkinson felt comfortable. The camera kept zooming in on him. He looked like white as a ghost. He was folding his arms. He'd seen this script before. And no doubt about it, another individual error from Arthur. And this one you can crash on him. Simply not good enough from the Wrexham goalkeeper. A shot from Norwich on about the 92nd minute, edge of the box, a pot shot of anything with not much power or venom. And for some reason, Arthur has parried it into the middle of the box for a tap-in. But it's the way he's parried it into the middle of the box. That ball has to be either pushed out for a corner, pushed wide, or I'm going to go one further. He actually just needs to hold it, dive and hold on to the ball. Disgusting goalkeeping and put Wrexham under the cosh. And with obviously stoppage time, Wrexham had to survive another 5 minutes of an onslaught from Norwich City. Wrexham did what Parky does, defend deep, hit, clear, head, kick, anything and everything. And you know when luck's on your side, when Emiliano Macronos misses the most glorious chance from Norwich. To beat around the bush, if that's Wrexham missing that, I'm going absolutely crazy. I'm going to the point where I'm saying that player cost us points because there is no doubt about it in my mind. Macronos on about the 94th minute gets played through. He's on the 6-yard box, no one around him, turns and swivels, just has to literally tip it and it goes in, and he slips and blares it over the bar. Simply unforgivable. And Norwich City could have come away with a draw if it wasn't for that slip and a bit of fortune. Another harsh lesson, but a good lesson to learn. The whistle is when you know you can relax. Do not think a 2-goal cushion is safe in this division. Do not think any Wrexham game is safe in this division because we've seen it time and time again with the Southampton game, with the West Brom game, with every game this season, and even in the Carabao Cup games, it's not over till it's over. Wrexham can walk away knowing that the table is in a much healthier position, 15th now, and just that little gap away from the relegation zone. But it's about building on this. A Carabao Cup game on Tuesday, I'm sure we'll see massive rotation. The likes of Elliot Lee, Barney, Smith, Hardy, probably all coming in. Cody will get some minutes under the belt. Those who didn't feature today will play. Broadhead. But this is the depth of Wrexham. The fact that George Tomasin comes off the bench to make his debut. The fact that Nathan Broadhead didn't even come on the pitch today. Wrexham have such good quality on the bench. It's about managing that. But Carabao Cup game, then on to another league game. Can Wrexham do what they haven't done this season and go back-to-back wins? We love playing away from home, but can we find that fortune at home? What a time, what a day. Great incentive for Wrexham now to have a good, positive week ahead. And I'm sure those travelling Wrexham fans would have enjoyed that one. The away end looked popping. The fans deserved that. And that performance of the players was hearty, quality, and key players stepped up when needed. If you have enjoyed this reaction, make sure you smash a like, get in the comments, and all that good stuff. I'm out of here, people. Ta-da.